have been allegations made against you. Deviant sexual behavior.
The whole town's terrified, gripped by paranoia.
The world's gone cuckoo.
So hot, you're gonna burn your fingertips.
Was she trying to indoctrinate you?
Huh?
Don't miss the season finale of Superman and Lois this Tuesday at 8/7 Central.
Now at 10, sounds of hope in the search for a missing sub near the wreck of the Titanic. Rescuers hear banging in the area, but is it from the vessel's crew?
Plus, gunned down during a music festival. A local couple is killed when police say a gunman high on mushrooms goes on a rampage and opens fire. How the victims are being remembered.
And meet Bosco, the police K-9 with a remarkable nose for sniffing out crime. How this rookie cop found a massive cache of drugs and weapons no one else could see. Now on the news at 10. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. Time, hope, and oxygen are running out in the search for 5 people inside a mini sub that disappeared on a trip to the Titanic.
Sonar picked up more noises today, but an international brigade of search teams and resources have yet to find any credible sign of the vessel. The sub headed down to the bottom of the Atlantic on Sunday, but lost contact with surface ships less than 2 hours into the voyage.
The journey was only supposed to last a few hours. Ktla 5's Samantha Cortese is here with what we're hearing tonight. Sam?
Sharon, Micah, the hours for breathable air on board this mini sub are nearing single digits. The U.S. Coast Guard said at most the vessel had enough air for 5 people to survive until tomorrow morning. Now we continue to learn the complications that make this search so difficult, as well as one crew member's bizarre connection to victims of the RMS Titanic.
Down in the bottom of the ocean, it is absolutely still, lightless, just above freezing, and just a very still, quiet place.
Still, dark, and vastly unexplored. Dozens of specialized planes, ships, and underwater robots are working around the clock from countries all over the world to find the missing 10-ton submersible. It lost communication while diving to see the wreck of the Titanic Sunday morning. So far, rescue teams have not found anything after loud bangs were picked up on sonar again Wednesday.
This team has multiple sensors. They're in the area. They're sending data back expeditiously to the best in the world people to analyze that data, and then they're feeding the results of that analysis back to the unified team, and they're making decisions.
The area where the sub went missing is littered with large pieces of debris from the Titanic, making it difficult to find the Titan using technology from the surface.
That's one of the problems in trying to find the submersible on the seafloor. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. It's just one of many lumps that could be imaged down there.
Though the clock is ticking to find the 5 on board alive, the U.S. Coast Guard is not giving up hope.
This is a search and rescue mission, 100%. We are smack dab in the middle of search and rescue, and we'll continue to put every available asset that we have in an effort to find the Titan and the crew members.
One of those crew members has a connection to victims of the Titanic. The New York Times reports CEO and pilot of the sub, Stockton Rush's wife, Wendy, is the great-great-granddaughter of Macy's co-founder Isidore and Ida Strauss. They were first-class passengers who died on the Titanic. The Strausses were last seen together on the deck, holding hands before a wave swept them to sea. Those familiar with the 1997 film may remember James Cameron's depiction of the couple lying in bed together as the ship sank. And some are now drawing a parallel with her ancestors. Wendy was in lockstep with her husband, Stockton, also an enthusiast. She went down to the wreck of the ship 3 times herself. Micah and Cher, back to you.
Dozens of people are hurt after a building explodes in Paris. Authorities say it's likely a gas leak caused the fiery blast. It took nearly 300 firefighters to contain the massive blaze as a part of the building collapsed into the street. That building houses the Paris American Academy, a fashion and design school. Several students from Kent State in Ohio were inside the building.